Hey friends, it's Jenny and I've got something a bit spooky here. um, Recently, Bead Box Bargains put several Halloween themed bundles up for sale. There were a couple of value bundles, these guys, which the last I looked, both of these were still available. I don't know what the quantities look like, so you might need to check, but they were both still available at that time. And you can find them in the monthly picks. I know that they put them in there for quick reference, so they are complementary to the October bargain bead box, but go a spookier direction. So they are in the monthly picks just for the easiest way to find them. They're also listed in new, but there have been other new items added, so they might be a little bit more buried. And at the same time that they released this, they released a little deluxe bundle that is definitely meant to serve as a spooky companion to the bargain bead box. And I have my list, maybe. Nope, this is another old list. This is from another one of my orders. Oh, it's right here. So sorry. I also got a few extra things. I'm not going to go over them. I know Becky's got a huge haul video that she's recorded, and a lot of what I got, she also got. So if you saw Becky's haul video, you know that she left these bundles for me to cover. So she's doing the big haul, and I'm doing the bundles. A little bit of a switcheroo from what we usually do. Usually I'm the one with the big hauls, but she had a really big one, so we're doing this. So the first, I'm just getting the names of these. So this first one, let's set these aside. This is the Snazzy Skeletons. And it's listed at $8.99. And it has some really fun things. It's got these platinum plated brass and CZ skeleton charms. And these are the little dapper dudes that Lauren loves, and so when she shows them, she makes them dance. Hold on, I will get this open, and I will make them dance for you too. We will make the skeletons dance. So they've got these long straight legs, and they're like holding up a hand, and so they're like do do do, fun dance, do do do. They're really cute. I mean, if you're gonna have skeletons, why not a cute one, right? Yep, that's back. So, and they do have like a back and a front, but yeah. So cute. Anyway, so it comes in with a pair of those, and it comes with a little bag of glass skull beads. So they are crystal AB. These are 10 by 8 millimeter, and they're going to be hard to see even on my dish. Let me see how they do. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. There's enough like shine and stuff on them that you can see their shape and the tone and stuff that they have, but they're just these bright little skull beads. And then there is this Halloween glass bead mix, and it's got 2 ounces. I'm going to spill out some of this just to show you what we've got. I'm going to be putting some of what I have in here into a 15 grid organizer, but I'm going to prioritize my big bundle first. But there's rounds in several sizes, and rondelles, and peanut beads, and bamboo shapes, and some bugles, and some mushrooms, and some cylinders, and some faceted rondelles, some bicones. There's so many different little beads in here. Let's get them up closer for you. Some of them are lined, like some of these are like clear but orange lined, or clear but yellow lined. I like the inclusion of yellow in this, that it's not just orange. I like the inclusion of the yellow, but you can see all the different shapes. And this is just one cross section of that bag. And you can see we've got some bigger rounds as well. There are some more of those in the mix. So those are really fun. Let's get them shoveled back up into their bag, because they will be in their bag for now. If I have room to put them in the organizer, I will. But chances are this bead mix will stay separate. So I'm going to set these guys off to the side, and we might find a home for them after we've placed everything from our bigger bundle today. Because I know that one, at least, I will definitely work with better if I don't have it as its own separate thing. Or as long as I can lay it out in my 15 grid organizer, because that's what Becky and I do. We put them in the organizers so that we can be inspired by them and not forget about, hey, there was this bundle that I got. The next one I got is the Spooky Strands mini bundle, and it is a set of 3 gemstone and crystal strands. So we've got some really cool things here, and these ones, again, I will find a home for them after I've put away most of the other one. So this has, I've just been pulling them out. I'm just going to show them to you all together now. So in the middle, we have the natural amethyst faceted rondelles. Okay, I'll be the good girl and show you. And it's got that wide variety. We even got a little bit of chevroning happening, but like the wide variety from white all the way to like this really dark purple in there. And then we have the Malaysia Jade, which it's just the trade name. It's not actually jade. This is dyed quartz in English cut rounds, 8mm, and it's this nice orange color. Yes, I did just say nice and orange together. Are you impressed? And then we've got this crystal rondelle beads in matte black iris. And I'm not putting any of these back in their bags because I fully intend to end up putting them in my box. But these are cool. They're matte black, but they've got the AB on them that just looks like spooky. And I love that. And it ends up with kind of almost a slightly decayed look, not like rainbow look, if that makes sense. So I like that. I like those a lot with the iris color on them. Those are cool. Okay, so I'm going to set these aside as well. They're probably going to end up in my organizer. But first, we need to open up this guy. And this one is called, this one is no longer available, but it is called, where did it go? I had it. There it is. The Halloween Value Bundle, Spooky Spiders. Spooky Spiders is what we've got here. Embracing the spook. The monthly box had bats and cats, which are both, you know, mammals. But this one is definitely spider themed, and I'm here for it. I'm so here for it. Okay, I'm opening up my organizer because these guys are definitely getting put in there. And there's not any specific order to open these, so I'm just starting with the biggest beads and working down. The biggest beads are these 10mm obsidian round beads, and it's 5 inches of them. But guys, look at the sheen on these. There's so many like smoky, moody grays. These make me very, very happy. Very happy. I don't even know if the camera is picking that up like it should, like I want it to. But those are full on, they are a full on mood. Whoops. And I am excited about them. So those are obsidian. Not golden sheen obsidian, but they definitely have other sheen to them. Oops. We got golden sheen in the subscription box. That's why I mentioned it. And I'm just putting them in here. And then the next size up is going to be these 8mm black onyx. These are dyed and heated, so they're like true black. And they're faceted. So I like those a lot. I like them. Where did my... I have so much to clean up on my desk, but that will be for another day. I've had a bit of a weekend. This part is workable, and that's the important part. Okay. And then we've got these guys, some Dragon Veins agate. I love Dragon Veins agate. I do. So these are 6mm. So we've got 10, 10, 8, and then this is our 6mm selection. They are dyed and heated this gorgeous black color, but look at how much variation is still in these, even having been dyed. Like the dye is really just to show off the veins. And it's just beautiful. There's some that are even like almost a yellow color. Those are pretty cool. And this guy has just a touch of red in it. I don't know, whoops. See if I can hold it without my fingers behind it. That's really hard to show. I'm gonna snip it. I'm gonna snip it right where that guy is and see if I can show you that bead. Because, you know, I'm gonna cut the strand anyway. Spill out a little bit from each of these sides. Don't lose the red one. Just so you can see some of the variation in these too, you know. They're pretty cool. And I'm flinging beads everywhere, guys. Okay, so this is the one that has some red in it. Do you see that? Yeah, you can catch just a little glimpses of it. That is pretty cool. But yeah, there's a lot of great variation in those. Beads are escaping, but I caught it. All right, get these guys put up here. Moving the empty pouches off to the side because right now they're just confusing me what's open, what's not. And you can see with all these black beads we just opened why this is such a great complement to the October box, which I'm excited about. I know not everybody is, but I am. I've made over the summer, I made several all black patterns that were beautiful and not spooky. So you don't have to be, it doesn't have to just be that. I'm just saying. Okay. I think that this is a good place to put these crystals. Remember I said I was going to find a home for them? I just found a home for them. I'm going to put them up here with these other black stones that I've got. They're on that pokey wire, so I'm transferring them quickly. So I'm just adding these in from that 3-strand bundle, which the 3-strand bundle, like I said last time I looked, which was earlier today, they were still there and they were in the monthly picks. This just has a little bit of wire wrapped around the first and last beads. So I'm getting the wire loose and getting those beads in where they go. I like it. I like it. But we've got some other crystals. These are faceted rondelle beads in matte light orange shimmer, and they really are so light and shimmery. I wouldn't even call these orange. These are more like peach, and such a pretty peach too. I am 100% putting these on this next row. I think this is where I'm going to add in a lot of the, what are the other complementary colors between these value bundles. In fact, I'm going to grab those, the dyed quartz orange star cut beads from that same bundle, and I'm going to put them in right next to these ones. I think that will be perfect. I'm not going to run out of space. So I just wanted to organize it in a way that makes sense to me so that I can create from it. That's what this is all about anyway, isn't it? And how I organize it might be different from how you organize it. But you might get ideas from me. In fact, Becky and I, we very rarely organize the exact same way. We use the same method. We use these organizers, and we often put our larger beads or our stones at the top. But the actual placement of everything, that's usually different between hers and mine. Don't want to lose that. There we go. Yeah, putting these guys here is perfect. Yes, please. Oh, those are fun. Let's do these guys next. So we've got 12 millimeter lampwork glass foil beads. Oh, with glow in the dark accents. Oh, I can see. Okay, okay. Here we go, guys. All right, so these glow in the dark. They're not going to glow now because they haven't been absorbing enough light, but I'm going to try to turn them to the side so you can see. So it's got this orange foil, and it's an orange bead with some black swirls, but do you see those lighter colored specks? Those are going to be the bits that glow in the dark. So you want to leave them out where they're under a light source for a decent amount of time, and then you can take them somewhere dark and have those. And I know that there are some glow in the dark, I'll say they're barrel beads in the main box. I could look, but I'd have to dig. I'm not ready to start making with it yet, so I haven't yet. Oh, and then we have these 10 millimeter rhinestone round beads in Midnight. I like these. I like these a lot. I wish that I had more than just 6 because they're fun. They're gray and sparkly. My grays don't only have to be moody. They can sparkle too, friends. You know I'm a fan of moody grays. I'm also a fan of sparkly grays. And these are like a nice dark charcoal. So they get a moment in my box. Okay, and then we are gonna get into some of the, you know what? I might go ahead and do this seed bead mix in this section right here, because it's not gonna fit in one section, but it might fit in 2. Normally I would just leave it in its packet, but I don't think it will fit in its packet. I think that might be too much. Yeah, that won't fit. Not in its packet. I might end up putting that there. I'm gonna hold off on that because I have other choices to make. Oh, you know what? This is a good place for me to put my amethyst. And then we'll have the metals at the bottom and the seed bead mix off on its own. I think that's, yep. Okay, I changed my mind. We're gonna put the amethyst here. In fact, I am not even gonna cut it off its string because these are small rondelles and they've got plenty of room. I am gonna snip their strings down a little bit just so that they're less bothersome. And just slide that right in there. So we've got our blacks and grays on the top, and then our colored tones right there in the middle, and our AB skulls beside them. Yes, yes, AB skulls right there. See, I'm finding homes for all my friends. All right. Okay, here is where I'm going to be going through the metals, and there's a lot of metals in here. Some of them are hypoallergenic, some of them are nickel-free. Those ones are going to go on this side of my bottom row. If there's anything that doesn't state that it is either nickel-free or hypoallergenic, I'm going to put it in these last 2 sections because Becky also got this bundle and she will test them for me. So the largest of these is the obsidian brass spiderweb pendant. It is lead-free and cadmium-free, but it has not been identified as being nickel-free. But I know that Becky will test it for me. But it's got this obsidian, and I get a little bit of a shimmer from it. Not a lot, but a little. But I'm gonna go ahead and put down this section because it needs a little bit more space. Yeah. And this is, like I said, this is the section that needs testing. So I'm going to grab the next things that I know will need testing. A lot of this I get to use, which is amazing. Here we go. So these are the other 2 that need testing. These are platinum plated brass and CZ spider charms. Oh my gosh, they're so tiny. They're so tiny. Oh my gosh, look at these spiders. These little tiny spiders. Okay, those are adorable. Those are adorable. They might need to become like dangles on an earring that isn't going to brush against my skin or something so that I can use them. But Becky will test them and I will feel much better knowing if it's yes or no. And then we already looked at our little CZ skeletons. They also will need to be tested. So they're the platinum plated brass. And then the rest of these things are things I can use. So we've got this box clasp. It is it's a stainless steel box clasp. And if you haven't used a box clasp, man, I used to use these back in the day. Like when I was a kid and I'd have like jewelry and stuff that someone would give me that would end up causing me problems because, you know, we didn't know about my metal allergy then. But it has like a section across the front. There it is. And so you can just push the hook through straight up and down, and then it will catch on this. And then you just push it in to lock it. And when you want to open it, you give it a little squeeze. These are pointy. These are kind of pokey, guys. And then it will still hold even if it comes undone that way until you undo the hook. So it's like doubly secure. I am not going to attach it because if I'm going to use it, I may as well use it in one go. But yeah, these guys are pokey to me. I don't know if any of you other ones felt that, but they've almost got like cat ear shapes on them, which are cute. That is not going to be my favorite clasp for that reason, because it jabs you. Do you see those little marks? Yeah, I might not use that. Okay. But also stainless steel are these spiderweb charms. And they're hypoallergenic. And they're just some simple spider webs. Very easy to use. And then we've got this guy. This is a platinum plated brass and CZ Spiderlink. And he is nickel-free, lead-free, and cadmium-free. And look at that Spidey. Whoops. Come on in. There's the focus. There's the focus. It's got crystal colored CZ and black colored CZ. And he's got links on either side, but you can see his web is open. So you could link him to 2 strands and still dangle something from. That's one of the first things I thought of when I saw this. Is that there are actually multiple connection points. That's likely how I would use it, to connect to 2 strands and then maybe still be able to have something dangle. And then we've got these filigree steel, stainless steel filigree bead caps. Because they're stainless steel, they are hypoallergenic. I love these so much. I love that they're filigree because they don't actually cover the bead that much. You still see so much of the bead through the filigree even when it's on there. Like it's not full coverage, but look how pretty that is on the obsidian. Those are going to be gorgeous, and I'm excited to be able to use them. So they're here in the Jenny Can Use section. And then we've got some corrugated melon spacer beads. They're lead-free, nickel-free, and cadmium-free. So those are going to be fun, easy to use. I have some that are like these. I think they're slightly different size, but yeah, they give pumpkin. They give pumpkin. You can absolutely work that into this. So here is all 3 of my bundles organized into, plus a bead mix, a big bead mix, organized into one of our 15 grit organizers. So let's take another closer look, because when I lift it up, you can see it better because it doesn't have the shadow right underneath it. With our gemstones here at the top, our spooky crystals, our sparkly grays instead of moody grays, some skulls, the purple and orange additions, including some that glow in the dark, a whole bunch of stainless steel and otherwise nickel-free items that I can use, and a few items that will need to be tested before I can use them. But I think that's doing pretty good. And of course, this giant mix. It's 2 ounces, guys. It's a whole 2 ounces. That is a big mix. So I'm just going to have this off on its side. I'm glad I didn't try to fit it in the organizer. I think it would be too much chaos and a little bit more difficult to use. I'd probably rather spill from the bag. So I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, if you saw Becky's unboxing or her haul video, you would know that I was going to be unboxing this. If you haven't happened to catch that, I'm going to put a link to her haul video in this description, as well as a link to the monthly picks section of the Bargain Bead Box website, which is a great place to find things to complement that month's subscription box, and where, if they're still available, the 2 smaller bundles would be listed. And of course, on this whole order, I saved a bunch of money because I am a subscriber. So I subscribe to the Bargain Bead Box, and as such, I get a 30% discount that I can use multiple times all month long. Each month you get a new one. They're actually valid for 2 months, so you don't lose anything in the overlap. If you're still waiting for 1 month to come and the other one has expired, you don't have to worry about that. And on this order, I saved $36.42, which, guys, that's more than $10. It's like 11 and some change over the subscription price if you sign up now, which I think is the $24.99 now. If you're around a little bit longer, you know the $22.99 price, but that price did need to go up, and I believe that that's what it currently is. But you can use our coupon code listed in the comments below, and our link. The link, if you use it, helps to cover the cost of my next box. But you can use the coupon code to get a discount on either your subscription or at the sister store, you know, until you have your own 30% off discount code. But yeah, just on this one order that I did. And I did, like I said, I ordered some things. I ordered some really nice things, including some like carved stone pendants and some rose gold findings and a lot of other fun things, but I won't get into that today. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead and hit that like button for us. If you are not already subscribed, subscribe, ring the bell so you know when we have new videos, and leave us a comment and let us know what you think. As always, happy beading, and don't forget to play. Bye, friends.